Right. Hey, it's Mia here. It's the MIA, the real trendsetter from www.becomeatrendsetter.com. I am here to motivate, inspire, and affirm women of faith who want to do more, be more, and have more in life. I teach practical and valuable skills to help you live a life of love, purpose, and profit. I'm honored to be here for week 8 of Motivation Monday. Listen, I'm so excited to share with you tonight, and I want to thank all of you who are tuning in live and those who are catching the replay. Thank you for liking and sharing. Please say hi so I know that you're on. Tell us hello and where you're from. So, moment of transparency. I struggled with this week's Motivation Monday topic. For some reason, I just couldn't seem to get it together until last night. See, my family dynamic is really cool. I have younger cousins that I taught math to in the public school system. At home, their parents let me help raise them. But at the same time, those kids helped raise me too. They have been here with me for it all. I've helped them grow, but they've helped me grow too. So last night, I texted the one who is now all grown up and in the Air Force to holler at him and check up on him. In conversation, I shared with him that I am now a published author of a healing prayers journal. And he got more excited than I was expecting him to get. But his response was what got me to thinking. His exact words to me were, Mia, you're such an inspiration. You always high energy, strapped, and ready to go. And so here we are tonight, talking about the topic, strapped and ready to go. Now listen, you kind of have to know me to know this talk that I talk. I'm just down to earth. I just want to get where I'm supposed to be, and I just want to take as many folk with me and help as many folks as I can. And Chandler really got my mind to thinking, strapped and ready to go. I ain't talking about guns, especially not in light of those horrific recent events. And sadly, so many more people are strapped with guns and not with what I'm going to talk about tonight. So many people have a crew to call on when they need to strap up and head out for mess. But tonight, I'm concerned about how many of us have a crew that we can strap up and head out to change the world with. Are you really strapped and ready to go? Not to fight a physical person, but to fight for your dreams. Not to ride for mess, but to ride for greatness. Not for your name to go down in history as the baddest chick, but for your name to go down in history for being the baddest chick. You got to hear me tonight, because I ain't trying to figure out. I'm just trying to figure out if you are really strapped and ready. I'm talking about ready to live your best life now. I'm talking about ready to do what you need to do for you. I'm talking about moving from where you are in life to where you want to be. I'm talking about knowing who you are and whose you are and understanding what you deserve. Because see, when you really know this, really know this, you'll get a little pep in your step and a little joy in your heart. And then your mind will start turning and your face will start smiling. And there is this peace that takes over you. And you realize that your life is not your own. So you don't have to do it all or figure it all out by yourself. Just put on the whole armor that he talks about in Ephesians. That's the first step in being strapped and ready. Your belief system. See, in my opinion, it's okay to know that you're all that. And it's okay to flaunt it a little bit as long as you do it as humbly as possible. Humble is the way. But don't get it twisted. It's okay to celebrate yourself. See, I learned that the hard way. I'm really just not figuring out how to be happy for myself and proud of myself after all these years and all these blessings. See, a lot of times people do certain things just because that's what they think they are supposed to do. So when they do it, and once it's done, they're not really sure how to feel about it. Well, let me break that off for you right now in case you are a Mia out there. Number one, bump folks. Do you, boo. If you work hard, play harder. When you crush a goal, celebrate yourself. Make another goal and crush that one too. Give yourself permission to be who you are unapologetically. Folks will talk for as long as they have breath. They will talk the good, they will talk the bad, they will talk the right, and they will talk the wrong a lot. They will find fault and they will point fingers. That's what they are supposed to do. But what are you supposed to do? You are supposed to move past they. Who cares what they think? It ain't your business what folk think about you. It's your business to recognize and honor what you know about you. So stop giving they so much power in your life. See, I'm talking from experience right here, because let me tell you a little bit about my story, a part I rarely share. I was smart in high school. I was. But I honestly didn't realize how smart I was until I actually became a teacher myself. I know, you just have to know me and how I was raised. Anyway, there was a standard around my house. And there was no other option than to meet or exceed the standard. My folks had strapped me and had me ready long before I realized or understood it. Now, in my day, being smart was kind of not necessarily the end thing. Like, people liked me, but they kind of joked on me because I was smart. I'm gonna let it roll off kind of girl. So I never really thought much for it until now. But I remember the jokes, and I remember the picking, and I remember the little rude remarks from some about me being smart. And in retrospect, I think by today's standards, I was really a victim of bullying. Yeah, I had real thick glasses. I still do. Like, they still joke on me about that because it's bad. But anyway, back to the point. Being a nerd, as they call me, wasn't the coolest thing in the world. So I subconsciously, as I became an adult and as I accomplished educational milestones, I tried to overcompensate for that with other things. Like, to this day, I'm not really sure where my degrees are. 2 of them were in the trunk of a car until I traded that car years ago. I didn't keep up with them or display them because I didn't want people to think that I was flaunting them. Like, I know it's crazy looking back because I've learned so much better now and I'm finna do better. I'm going to find those degrees. I'm going to frame them. I'm going to frame them all. And I'm going to put them all on display, not to brag or to boast, but because I earned them. Check my student loan account. I earned them suckers. And just to commemorate this conversation, let me just say that, yep, I got another degree on the way. And I earned it too. See, I'm getting strapped and ready. You got to do what you got to do for you. Because they ain't going to pay your bills even if they could. Nobody can look out for you like you. Number 2, you got to get your weapons ready. It's a fight out here in this world of being all that you can be. This ain't no stroll in the park. Child, you make up your mind and start celebrating yourself. Stuff come from out of nowhere to throw you off. See, you got to be strapped and ready in order to push through for your dreams. One weapon that I use daily is prayer. Honey, let me tell you something. I will fail myself every single time. I will run myself crazy trying to figure this thing called life out by myself. And you will too. We were not created to do all of this, handle all of this, figure out all of this by ourselves. We were created to do what we can, absolutely, but we never have to do it on our own. Help is always available, waiting and willing. The biggest mess ups I've had came from me trying to operate without being strapped. The best thing I have done is ask God to lead, guide, and direct me. and then made myself available for him to do just that. Do I still mess up? Just as sure as my first name ain't got but 3 letters. But what I have come to realize is that there is a blessing in messing up. Follow me right through here now. See, by profession, I'm a math teacher. So in my classroom, our goal is to solve problems. And solving our word problems, linear equations, properties of exponents, scientific notation, many times students will mess up. But because of the kind of teacher that I am, I always honor their efforts. And I'm never quick to point out what they did wrong, because I know that if I have taught them, they already have what they need on the inside of them to go back and make necessary corrections so that moving forward, the same mistakes aren't made. Yep, we learn from our mistakes in math and in life. See, one thing about me, one ability that I am confident in is my ability to teach math. Now, I can teach some math now when I'm able. And since I'm learning how to celebrate myself, I'm okay with saying that on Facebook Live. Teaching math is a gift that God has given me. And I ain't ashamed. Because see, like I do in my classroom, God equips us with what we need. And God honors our effort. There is no greater confidence than the confidence of God. So jump out there and start working your problems. Because even if you mess up, he got you. And go make sure that you learn how to do it better moving forward. And see, that's what we do. We move forward. Every day that you wake up is a chance to move forward. Every lesson that you learn is an opportunity to move forward. Every relationship, network, and connection that you create is a chance for you to move forward. Be for real. Every letdown, disappointment, and mistake that you encounter provides a chance for you to move forward. Quit thinking that you're supposed to be the same you that you were yesterday. Nah, you're supposed to be better. You are just called to use the weapons that he has already provided you with to be better. That relationship with him is the best, I'm telling you. Because see, when you know him, you'll be cool with talking with him about your goals and your dreams. And see, the neat part is he gave them to you. So who better to help you reach, crush, and live in your dreams than the originator of them? God gives creativity. If you feel like you ain't creative, you better ask him for some. There are a lot of things that people can teach you, but some things that only God can give you purely. Strap up and get your posture up. We miss out on things because we ain't ready to receive them yet. Do your work so you can have what's yours. Yup, I agree with the whole, if it's for you, it's for you. But I also know that if it's for you and you ain't ready to receive it, you may not get it when you could have got it. Stop making excuses for not pursuing what you need to pursue. One thing about we as a people, we will come up with some of the most flowery words that sound good, that pass down from generation to generation, that keep us and that cause us to stay stuck when we could set ourselves free. And that's another thing. You already strapped. Stop waiting on somebody else to come and rescue you. Child, you better participate in your own rescue. See, everybody don't like this kind of talk, but I do. And the reason why I do is because this was the kind of talk that helped me get out of bondage. And so many times our bondage is not in shackles. It's not in chains. It's not in bars. Many of us are in bondage in the mind. Set your mind free so that you can be free. You got to be strapped and ready. The third part of being strapped and ready is having a crew that's going to ride with you and for you. You got to understand that everybody ain't for you. And you got to be okay with that. Move past them and focus on those who are for you. But I'm going to share a piece of advice that my auntie gave me a long time ago. I didn't understand it when she said it, but I learned it the hard way. And oh, did I understand it better by and by. Basically, what she said was that when you are a GOAL, a goal digger, and you're working on making your goals come true, you got to have an inner circle and an outer circle. You have to pretty much interview the people who are going to be in your inner circle to make sure that they are worthy of being in your inner circle. You got to make sure that they are loyal to you and your brand. And in some cases, you got to test them out to see if they for real. So many people in pursuit of their goals don't understand that simple concept. And even though this doesn't have to be your number one focus, it still needs to be pretty high up on your list. Quit telling everybody everything prematurely. Let some folk be left to be surprised when you unveil your next greatest thing. And it ain't about folks praying against you either. I hear folks saying that all the time. That's another one of them things that I don't agree with. Because if they praying against me, they're wasting their time. Or they better know that I'm already praying for them. That's a whole nother conversation. So that's all I got on that. I just want to encourage you tonight to make sure that you are strapped and ready. Get clear on who you are and what you want. If you don't know what you want, you won't know how to get it. Be sure that you are in relationship with God. Me, personally, I don't recognize any other entity. And no apologies. No apologies for that. I can't tell you about nothing but God. And make sure that your inner circle has been identified and make sure that they pass security. Your team is important to your success, but your team should never work harder for you than you do for your own goal. God has blessed us with what and who we need. We just need to tap into it and be great. It's already there. Sometimes you need coaches like myself to help you pull it out, but trust me, it's there. So this is what I want you to do this week. Last week, you came up with your name, your kingdom name. How many of you completed your homework? Nah. How many of y'all did your homework for last week? If you did and you're watching and you're cool with sharing, drop your kingdom name in the comments so that we can celebrate you, so that we can push you, so that we can motivate you to grow into and to become that kingdom name that you chose for yourself. If you missed last week, make sure you go back and catch it before you move on to this week's homework. Okay, this week I want you to brainstorm on what you need to do in order to make that kingdom name from last week a reality. What action steps do you need to take? What research do you need to do? What process will it take? Who do you need to talk to? See, part of my name that I identified last week was free. And I realized that I was keeping myself from being free by not celebrating myself the way I wanted to for fear of offending others. So tonight's live was a part of my breakout process. See, tonight, not only am I Mia Pittman George, the real trendsetter, and not only am I a published author, but I am also a proud, certified life coach with that degree on the way in the mail. I am who I am. I will never not celebrate that ever again. God has blessed me too good for me not to acknowledge it. See, it's like a slap in his face for him to allow so many great things to happen to, for, and through us, for us to just stay silent. You just got to know who to tell and when. See, it's so much more to me than what meets the eye. And it's the same for you. Come into agreement with who you are. And let's all get what we deserve. And by all means, please stop sitting and waiting on stuff to fall in your lap. Get up and go make stuff happen for yourself. And if you struggle with getting up like I do, let me tell you a secret. They make equipment for that too. You better roll yourself into all the greatness that awaits you. It's already there. It's just waiting on you to get strapped and ready to go recover all. Think on these things. And I'll see you next Monday, same time for Motivation Monday. Please like and share. And please like my business page, Mia Pittman George, The Real Trendsetter. Be sure to connect with me over at my blog at www.becomeatrendsetter.com, where you'll also be able to grab a copy of my new publication, The Healing Prayers Journal. Also, if you are in the Blakely, Georgia area, remember to register for the GOAL Gold Digger Planning Party, which is coming up in March. We have only a few more days to secure your seat for that. And I promise you, it is an event that you do not want to miss. I am so excited about it. A lot of planning and a lot of love has gone into it. So I promise you, it's going to be a treat. That information is on my Facebook page and my blog as well. This has been Motivation Monday, week 8, with Mia Pittman George, The Real Trendsetter. Stay beautiful, stay purposeful, and by all means, stay trendsetterish. Oh, and if you like my shirt, this is also available on my store, www.therealtrendsetter.com. Love, love, holla.